Fortnite's end of season event is about to be massive. Will it take us to Chapter 4, or destroy the map, or even take us back to Chapter 2's map? Well, let's find out. The Herald recently released with an emote called Reality Master, and in that emote she actually holds a ball with Fortnite maps inside of it. This is what it looks like close up, and maps number 2, 4, and 6 are very weird. Map 2 is a flooded Chapter 2 map with little bits of corruption on it, as you can see here. Many say this is just a flood season, but in this map the areas affected are Lazy Lake, which never happened in game before, so I guess this is a new Chapter 2 map? Map 4 is a flooded Chapter 3 map, which is really odd, and Map 6 is Chapter 2 with extra snow as well as sand. So what does this mean? Well, between Maps 2 and 4 there is a common theme of flooding, but why? Well, from the small bits of corruption in Chapter 2's, Map 2, this has to be Chapter 2's map after it was corrupted, and after we left it for the end event. Then Chapter 3's map also has its desert and its snow areas flooded. What's really interesting here is that Chapter 2's revamp has more desert and snow, and Chapter 3's flood map likes both of those biomes, so they're missing parts of each other. With the same biomes missing from the current islands now on the Chapter 2 map, it almost seems as if Chapter 3 as well as Chapter 2 are just interlinking parts of sort of a puzzle. But it's clear there's more going on with Chapter 2's map. There's new versions of it that we've never seen before, and we don't really have any answers to what's going on here. So, hear me out. What if next season was actually Chapter 2 Season 9, not Chapter 4, Chapter 2 Season 9? Just hear me out. Let's say we escaped the Chrome and we fled to the other island, but upon arriving to this other side of the island, or the flip side, we saw that the land was broken up. After either cubes or the Chrome corrupts, it is also meant to destroy, and many people see that this is a flood or this is, just a lot of water. I'd say it's actually that there is no land there, because maybe the cubes or the Chrome, when they infect, they actually break down and destroy the land, leaving nothing, leaving empty space. From there on, the missing parts of the island would probably float into place, interlinking as one. As we know, the islands are sort of like a coin on top of one another, and if there was holes in one, they'd probably mix and interlink. That would explain the specific placement of missing biomes in either map, and it'd also be a huge twist. But let's step back for a moment. Would Epic really make us flee to an old island and then mix it with the current one? How would that even be Chapter 2 Season 9, and what would that even mean for the storyline and the events? Well, it would either lead us into Chapter 2 Season 9 or Chapter 3 Season 5, depending on what you want to call it based on which map. And let's say, for example, it took the Chapter 2 Season 9 option. Chapter 2 would then probably end in Season X, which would have a massive end event leading to either the continuation of Chapter 3 to Season 5, or the start of Chapter 4 Season 1. Now, I'm not saying this is confirmed, I'm not even saying it's likely. It's just the fact that we've now seen Chapter 2's map in ways that we've never played on, and the same for Chapter 3's map. It makes me really doubt that we just leave these two, Chapter 2 and Chapter 3 for Chapter 4 so soon with little build-up. It doesn't make any sense. This option of, the continuation of Chapter 2 and 3 also opens up possibilities for the game to take really unexpected turns and revive its, community. I'm not downplaying the possibility of Chapter 4 either. In personal opinion, I think it would be pretty psych of Epic to just leave such a great island with unfinished storyline entirely behind for a new chapter that's underhyped, especially in a time where the game is nowhere near as loved as it once was. That just wouldn't make any sense. As I've mentioned in previous videos, Chapter 4 wouldn't really be too exciting or shocking. We've seen islands flip, we've seen black holes, it's nothing new. But returning to old places and mixing two chapters into one story, that would just be awesome, and it would be a great way to shock the entire community, story-wise and gameplay-wise, and it would also explain the Herald's weird emote. So, what do you want for next season? Do you want Chapter 2 Season 9 or Chapter 4? Let me know your thoughts in the comments.